a professional contest in the lightweight division scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Let's meet our fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man is making his professional debut and representing the Dungeon BJJ. It's Kieran and his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner with a professional record of no wins but 2 defeats, representing Aspire Combat Sports Academy, it's Moogan!
Here we go into our penultimate fight. It's a pro lightweight contest. Kieran Lister making his debut from Dungeon BJJ, taking on Moogan from Aspire Combat Sports at 0-2.
Yeah, Kieran Lister had a really good amateur career, 5-3. He's a great striker, and his last fight was a submission win over Nikolai Piragon at AFC 5.
Nikolai, a very tough fighter as well, so it's a very solid win there. Was that in the tournament, if I'm not mistaken? Right?
It was. You are correct.
So Kieran Lister was the overall winner of the tournament.
If my knowledge is correct, I'm going to say yes, but we'll check them facts.
Moogan also coming from a decent amateur background with a 5-2 amateur record.
Yeah, he's 0-2 as a pro, but he's got that experience in the pro ranks now, whereas Kieran doesn't. So when it comes to the ground, we might see some elbows from Jay, whereas we might not very much see that in. And he walks him round. Oh. Yeah, knees to the head allowed in these professional fights now. Elbows.
3 5-minute rounds, obviously. Yes. Elbows and the knees being the 2 big factors there.
4-ounce
Moogan
gloves.
trying to get that takedown, and again risking it, and he's ended up on the bottom.
Yeah, Kieran Lister ends up on top now in his camo dethroned shorts.
Again, Kieran Lister from Dungeon BJJ. Obviously, these guys have had a good night.
Yeah, they've come out solid this evening. This is where, Kieran's first pro fight, see if you can adjust to the pro rules here. Obviously when you're on the bottom in a pro fight, you can throw them elbows and, they can cause a lot of damage.
Absolutely. So far, the Aspire Combat boys earlier, they had Daly Hitchin fighting, who had a very strong win. Came out looking like Vanderlei Silva.
Yeah. And here we go. Kieran Lister pressing Jay up against the fence now, looking for a takedown.
Again, fairly everything to play for still. No one giving any quarter here, but Kieran Lister with the pressure at the moment.
Yeah, I think Jay Moogan looks the calmer of the two. Kieran, I wouldn't say he's frantic to get the takedown, but you can tell, his first pro fight, there's going to be some nerves there. Jay Moogan grips onto the neck there. Looking to throw him over here. Nice work from Jay Moogan there.
Nice reversal there.
See, this is where the pro ranks come in. Up again. Oh, beautiful takedown. I was just about to say you can throw some knees to the head there. And as we were saying earlier, the 3-minute rounds, you don't have much time to work off your back or on the floor, but 5-minute rounds now.
That's it, exactly. Changes the demographic.
Exactly. They can work for the submission. They don't just have to pull it out of nowhere. More advanced BJJ you'll see in the pro ranks.
Yeah, not much, nothing clean being landed by the guy.
Yeah,
they've got Lister trying to push to that for the full mount there, but well defended by Moogan.
Yeah, Moogan's record of 0-2 is not doing him, he's not doing him much justice, but he's proven himself to be a tough competitor tonight against Kieran Lister. Kieran Lister came out in his gi, just like the rest of his gym did. But Moogan's looking strong on the ground and against the cage.
With the foot stomp there. Great seen that a few times this evening.
Yeah, great turn from Kieran Lister there.
Moogan taking some counsel from his corner there as he looks over, acknowledges them.
Great balance from him. Oh, he went for the throw, but the cage just got in his way. I was about to say some great balance from Moogan.
Here we go, Lister letting the hands go there.
Moogan's trapped here.
Moogan took a few shots there. Again, not much power on them, but again, when they're mounting up and they're landing clean.
Yeah, it's it gives the referee something to look at as well. if they're trapped in that position, the punches might not be hurting, but it's enough to take some damage, and the referee can stop it. Kieran Lister throws him to the ground now. Not much work coming from Kieran Lister. He is just trying to keep the strong, the strong base on top of him. Jay Moogan doing all he can to keep reversing.
Yeah, again, nothing substantial from either of the guys, but Jay Moogan giving everyone the big thumbs up there, saying he's fine.
Over into Matt now. Kieran's obviously looking to step over to the other side. He's got the head under the armpit. He's got his left arm under the neck, looking for that head and arm triangle.
Moogan recognising the attempts at moving to mount, bucking to keep him away.
Yeah, he's doing a good job so far. He's not taking much damage, but, Kieran's got some big arms. He doesn't look like he's going to have to step over to get this head and arm choke. Last 10 seconds.
Last 10 seconds.
Jay
He
Moogan.
recognises he's not going to have time to finish it.
Elbow from Kieran Lister there.
And a
Jay
guillotine
Moogan with a
attempt from
guillotine.
Moogan.
Oh, he's saved by the bell with red face there. Great first round. Both fighters coming out strong.
All came to life in the last few seconds.
Yeah, close first round as well. Kieran Lister coming out in his first pro fight. I think the nerves of having them pro rules are gone now. He's done a full 5 minutes.
Yeah, got 5 minutes under your belt.
And Jay Moogan 0-2, but he's looking like a fighter with he's got some confidence behind him. And he's doing very well to not be getting caught in submissions here. Ended the round very well in a guillotine. Looked very tight.
Yeah, everything to fight for here. No one's really taking a clear advantage. I would say Lister maybe had more of the dominant position in that round, but no one's got a clear advantage yet.
Yeah, there was a lot of reversals going on. Lots of transitions. So, Jay Moogan, we need to see what they were like on the feet now. That first round was a lot, it was heavy on the ground, so maybe they'll come out with some strikes this round.
And the cage door closes and we are off again.
Nice touch of gloves to start.
Lister taking the centre. No one really committing to anything on the feet yet. And there we have a head kick attempt, blocked. Nice straight to the body.
Yeah, they're both looking really calm. It's good to see, going up into these pro ranks that, they settled down a bit more into the fight before they actually try to go for the finish.
So you see the difference on the ground there, where he was not easily able to transfer into the full mount, which we saw a lot in the amateur ranks, where there was a lot of easy transitions to the full mount. Albeit they were defended once in the full mount and not finished. It's nice to see, he was nullifying his attempts at transitioning to that mount there.
Nice knee to the body from Jay Moogan. Yeah, if you're in full mount in a pro fight, you're going to get elbowed in the face, and that's not what you want. Oh, nice flick kick attempt there from Kieran Lister. These Dungeon BJJ guys, if you didn't know who they were, you'd just be like, yeah, they're jiu-jitsu guys, but their striking is really clean. They've
all got a good all-round game. They've got a lot of guys with a lot of good records. I'd like to see Moogan trying to let off a little bit himself. Again, I feel he's waiting for the counter a little bit. There we go,
beautiful.
That's it.
I
think he's got him poked in the eye there.
Ooh, that looked nasty. Jay Moogan on the floor now. Neil Hall calls a stop to the contest.
He didn't react well to that one.
No. You can usually tell when someone's faking it, and that's not a fake. Kieran Lister can take this little break, take some breaths. Whereas, Neil Hall's bringing in the doctor now to take a look at Jay Moogan's eye. Hopefully he's all right to go, so we don't have to take a stop to this contest. It'd be a very disappointing stoppage if so, definitely for Kieran Lister. This isn't the way he wants his pro debut to go.
Very close look at him here.
Oh, it's shaking his head here. Jay Moogan.
So he needs to keep his eye open, but I think he's struggling to keep the eye open.
Jay Moogan says he's okay, but he needs the doctor's clearance by Neil Hall. Neil Hall, no messing about. Doctor taking a close look at him now. Fighter safety is paramount.
Absolutely. course, we don't want any permanent injuries. As
No,
much of a will of a warrior you may have, fighter safety is always going to be paramount.
Yep, doctor's happy
There
for
we
him
go.
to carry on.
We're
Jay
good to rock
Moogan's
and
happy
roll.
to carry on. You know, accidental eye poke, but that is part of the rules now. You can be getting warned for fingers coming out instead of upwards, coming forward.
The John Jones special.
Yeah, the John Jones special. You know, Jay Moogan looks happy to carry on. Neil Hall's giving Kieran Lister a word here. Unintentional, but, you know, it's something...
Just to be aware of.
Yeah.
Let's not let it happen again, because the next time we might not be so lucky.
And here we go, carrying on
Back
with
to
the
the
second
centre.
round. You're deep into this second round now as well. You know, they've both got on a breath back now, but obviously Jay Moogan's had to deal with the eye.
And a big right hand from Moogan lands there. Lister was coming in with the leg kick.
That's the thing with them leg kicks. If you don't set them up, you're going to get countered.
Again, Lister just using that a big leg kick. Superman over the top.
Yeah, when Jay's opening up, he's landing some really good strikes. Oh,
Nice body kick.
Off the forearm there, I think.
And Larcy Moogan, as you say, he needs to up his volume. That's the only criticism here.
Yeah, when he, you know, back Kieran up against the fence, you know, even if, you know, like the first 4 strikes are all pitter-patter, then get the big one power shot, and that looked like a groin shot there.
Catches the leg kick there, puts him on the ground. Can't keep him there, though. Big knee.
Kieran Lister turns him round to the cage. You know, in that kind of position, maybe dump them, and, you know, Jay Moogan was having his way on the feet. I'd have thrown him to the
hand
floor.
slaps there.
Yeah.
And Lister tries to put him down, and he ends up in a...
See, this is where Kieran's going to realise he's in the pro
mount.
ranks. This is where Jay Moogan can possibly land some elbows.
You can see he's trying to get the firm balance there so he doesn't get bucked off before throwing the strikes. Again, that's that pro
punches,
experience.
Yeah. You know, you can't really elbow when you're on the back because you can't hit the back of the head.
We're not in Japan.
Yeah, we're not in Japan. He'd have to angle off. Jay Moogan looking strong on his back here.
And this is his best opportunity of the fight so far.
Definitely, he needs to take this with everything it's got. He's going for the choke now. These Dungeon BJJ guys, though, they aren't gonna go away that easily. Needs to stay on him here. Jay Moogan's doing a very good job to control him here. This is the best moment of the fight for Jay Moogan, but he didn't want to blow his gas tank. He's still got one more round if he goes to it.
Still got 5 minutes in there. But at the same time, if you can capitalise on as much damage as you can, then do it.
He's inflicting some damage here. You know, Kieran Lister looks very uncomfortable. This is where, you know, if he comes to the side now, lets him up, knees to the head.
Moogan's putting back on his back again.
Great work from Jay Moogan.
Blooded up the nose of Lister. But Lister there with a sweep. Now it's his turn.
Kieran
Has he got long enough to get some work in?
Yeah, we're looking towards the end of the round now.
Moogan trying to sweep his own, but ends up in a full mount.
Elbows.
And the elbows.
Landing on the top of the head there.
And another short elbow there.
Jay Moogan doing his best to work out now, and now he's ended up in the position he was just in.
Shows how it can change.
Definitely, Jay
and
Moogan's
getting teed up.
Neil Hall's taking a close look.
He's giving him a warning. You've got to do something. You can't just stay there and get punched.
He's trying to move.
Lister trying to get the arm under the neck there. Trying to switch to the choke.
Oh, he's flattened him out. Now, Jay Moogan is a tough customer. He needs to move. He needs to get back up onto them knees.
Can't see how deep if he's got it under the chin or anything from here. I don't think so.
Brilliant work from Jay Moogan. Kieran Lister dropping
the bombs. 10 seconds left in the round. He's going to go for that quick choke, see if he can get it, but I don't think he'll have enough time.
I don't know if Jay heard it. He needs to hold on for maybe 3 seconds. Oh, there we go. End of the second. Jay Moogan is a warrior. Kieran Lister held on from that back position for a solid minute and a half, 2 minutes of that round.
Brief look of relief from Jay Moogan as the choke was released as they rescued by Neil Hall.
Yeah, that was a very close round though. Like, Jay Moogan had some, you know, he had some big spots in that fight, in that round. Kieran Lister reversing everything that he possibly could. Close to getting ground and pounded out of there, but...
Yeah, absolutely. Both guys having their moments.
His pro ranks don't seem to be doing anything in the nerves of Kieran Lister. If you were in Kieran Liston's corner now, you know, pro debut, what would you be saying for this final round?
Time to dig deep. Time to dig deep. You've been in trouble. You've seen the best of what he's got. Stay active. Be active. He's quite relaxed on the feet. You've got to be careful of what he's throwing at you, but he's not throwing the volume from Moogan. So, I mean, this is the time. You haven't won it yet. Go and put your stamp on it.
If I was Jay Moogan, I'd come out all guns blazing. He's when, like we said in that second round, when
he had joy on the feet.
Yeah, when he's putting them combos together, he's landing some really crisp strikes. Kieran Liston lands a crisp strike of his own there.
They're pretty evenly contested on the feet, to be fair.
Yeah, Jay's obviously the smaller of the two, but he's landing the better shots, I think. You know, Kieran's face is all redded up now. But then again, on the ground, they were closely contested too.
Yeah, it's been definitely a well-matched fight. No one's really, let's say, imposed their will on the other. They both had their moments, reversed, had their moments. We're yet to see anyone who's able to secure that finish. I think Lister's been a bit closer to the finish, but again, Moogan's had his own moments as well.
Nice push kick there from Kieran Lister.
Well, this is Sparta kick.
Yeah. Kieran Lister definitely has the reach advantage, but as you said,
go,
Jay Moogan landed some good strikes
there. He got clipped one across the jaw at the...
Beautiful takedown.
This is the thing, late in the fight, this is the thing the judges will be looking at. A big takedown like that, what's the most memorable part of the fight?
Yeah.
Late.
He didn't really give Jay Moogan much of a chance there to even defend the takedown. He was straight in there, no messing about.
No, he's looking like he's trying to set up the arm triangle. He had that earlier in the fight, but he wasn't in a position to secure it.
Yeah, and being all sweaty now, it is a hard submission to finish. It's a hard submission to finish anyway.
Yeah, I think Kieran's recognised that.
If Kieran's smart, he'd lock this half guard down, posture up a little, throw some elbows. Get used to these pro rules before your next fight.
Absolutely. Take advantage of it.
Jay Moogan wants to be working to get to at least an open guard.
There's a nice little short elbow there. You can see the grimace
nose
on Moogan's face as that impacted.
Jay Moogan, though, he doesn't look fussed by being in this position, but he does need to work.
Needs to work, absolutely. Again, you can't just accept the position. We're late on the fight where a decision could go either way. What's going to be the memorable moment? You need to get back to your feet. If you can't attack with a submission, you've got to be pressing to get back on the feet. I know it's easier said than done, but laying here and accepting the position, it's not going to win you the fight.
Yeah, Kieran needs to work now. Both of them need to work. Neil all taking a close look at the action.
Again, these short elbows from Kieran, they are glancing. You can see that it's not pleasant having that elbow. It's a lot more sting to it than when you're taking those short punches.
And even if it's not the elbow, you're still getting that forearm smashed into your face.
And
Moogan ends up on top now.
And that's that sweatiness when Lister tried to jump and take the neck, but obviously being sweaty, they just slid off and ended up on the bottom position now.
Yeah, we're far into this last round now. Moogan wants to work past this guard, try and land some ground and pound. Kieran Lister's not going to make that an easy job for him tonight.
I think he knows that he may well be on top of going into this. He's tying him up.
Yeah, he's got some nice butterfly guard here. And if I'm Kieran Lister on the bottom, I'd let him posture up a little bit and throw them elbows from the bottom because they work just as well.
Neil Hall telling them he wants them to work.
Kieran Lister looking like he wants him to roll back and elevate with these butterfly hooks. Lay straight back down. Moogan over into half guard now.
Again,
an elbow to the body. Very underused weapon in the MMA.
Kieran Lister looking like he's attacking that arm. He's going to struggle to get it.
Yeah, he's looking for a Kimura here. From a half guard position, it's a very
tough one to...
I wouldn't say impossible, but it's very improbable. Great reversal from Kieran Lister. Moogan's no joke, though. Look, he's straight in there with his own reversal. Can't quite get it. We must be into the last minute, 30 seconds.
It's been a gritty fight.
Yeah. Probably the kind of thing that Kieran Lister needed.
Yeah. War of attrition.
Yeah, but in his amateur career, he only had one finish. That was at AFC 5. And, getting into these pro ranks, you've got to get the finishers to get your name out there.
Landed a nice clean shot there. Be careful of the up kick. Here we go, we're about to enter the last 10 seconds any moment now.
See if Kieran Lister wants to try and finish the fight with some elbows or just to, you know, end the round on a high.
Elbows from Moogan from the bottom.
They both end trying to smack each other now.
Trying to land what you can. If we're doing fight metrics, they'd be shooting up at the end of the fight there.
Brilliant fight there between Kieran Lister and Jay Moogan. Kieran Lister looking like the dominant of the two, but Jay Moogan putting some great work. Kieran Lister's first professional fight here at Almighty Fighting Championships. We'll hand it over to our man on the mic, Lee Nicholson, to give us the official judges' decision on this professional contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, another one that has gone the distance. Your appreciation, please, for two men that left everything in the cage tonight. After 3 rounds of action, we head to our judges' scorecards, where we have a unanimous decision for your winner in the red corner, Kieran Lister. And your appreciation, please, for Jay. And your appreciation, please, for Jay Moogan.